Hey my friend, how you doing? Keder here on a beautiful day, my friend. I want to shoot this video today. I want to talk about something powerful, something once you know it, it will literally change your life, right? The thing that will help you to change your life the fastest, if you go through this video, you'll understand that, is taking responsibility, right? Stop blaming other people for your mistakes or the stuff that happens in your life. Once you get to that level of really taking responsibility for where you are in your life, things will change drastically. Things can change in a moment, and all it takes is for you to take responsibility, because the moment that you give up that responsibility, you give your power to somebody else. Even though taking responsibility at times can seem to be hard, you literally now you claim the power in your hands, because hey, I got myself into this mess, Keder. How the heck, what are we gonna do to get out of this mess? It's been that way for 5 years, it's been that way for the last 10 years, and if you keep blaming somebody else for your failure, for where you are in life and where you should be, and you're not there, you will never get where you want to be, because you will blame somebody else. What happens when you get to blame somebody else, it feeds your ego, because you think, well, it's not me, it's not my fault, I'm not the reason why I'm here, I'm not the reason I'm not going to college, right? My parents never went to college. I'm not the reason why my life is that way, because my parents the one who placed me here. My friend is the one who got me into the struggle. It's not me. See, when you don't take responsibility for your action, you're missing out on the factors that could help you change, right? Because you're missing out on every opportunity that could come your way to help you change, because you're not seeing the opportunity. But automatically you take responsibility for your life, you take responsibility for who you are, you start seeing the opportunity that can help you. You start looking for the solution, because you start asking yourself the questions. Okay, now I'm responsible for this mess. How the heck are we gonna get ourselves out of it? So the first thing that's gonna enable you to change your life is taking charge. It's to not give somebody else's power, because automatically you make them responsible for where you are in your life. You literally give them power of who you are, what you need to become. But when you make yourself accessible to new information on how can we fix things, how can we change things, you start looking, right? Your mind start looking for answers on how can we get out of this mess. Now you start moving towards your future. You start seeing things in a brighter way. So today, guys, what I really want to do in this video is to really help you to understand how taking responsibilities for your life is the #1 factor that's going to help you change your life. I was at a point in my life where things was going sour and I didn't know what the heck to do, and I started to blame other people, because that's the easiest thing to do, right? In life, you find ways to blame your current situation, you find ways to blame your neighborhood, you find ways to blame the country, you find ways to blame the president, and it has nothing to do with your problem right now. You find ways to blame your parents or society or your surrounding. So you find ways to give the power to somebody else, but once you do that, you cannot act upon the true power that's within yourself, because once you become responsible, you have that power, you activate that power inside of you to go make that change happen, right? So once you become responsible for yourself, my friend, I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of the best decisions that you can make for your life, shifting that responsibility to yourself and say, how we gonna shift things, how we gonna change things, my friend. And once I do that, things started to change. My mind started to open up to new opportunities. My mind started to open up to, what can I do to change things? And my faith started to get bigger, because I know I'm responsible for it. And sometimes it's gonna take a supernatural power to get you out of where you are. Sometimes you can't do it on your own. Sometimes you're gonna need a helping hand. Sometimes you're gonna need to reach out to somebody else, because you don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers to your questions. And my friend, that responsibility will propel you to go out there and search for help and look for help and search for the mentors, search for the right books, search for the right pattern, search for the right path. And that, my friend, will open your mind and allow change to happen in your life the fastest way than you ever believed was possible. So that was my video for you today, my friend. I wanted to help you understand that the fastest way for you to change things, you have to make a conscious decision and say, hey, I'm responsible for where I am right now. It doesn't matter if it was caused by somebody else. It doesn't matter if it's the fault of a friend. It doesn't matter if because of your surrounding that happens to you. You need to stop playing the victim. Because when you play the victim, you become hopeless, you become helpless, and you cannot find solution. You cannot see the future. You cannot see your goal, your vision, and a clarity with, right? So you need to take responsibility and say, hey, you know what? Wherever I am right now, it's my fault. Let me look for ways to change things, and boom. I tell you, at that moment, once you do that, you will start finding opportunities. You will start finding ways. You will start finding new connections, and your life will change for the better. That was Keder, my friend. I wanted to make this video for you today. It's Monday. I'm gonna go hang and have some fun with my kids, my daughters, my twins. They're growing so fast. By the way, man, those twins are teaching me so much lessons, you know, about how to be patient, about how to not give up. You know, I'm seeing them growing. Now they're about 5 months old, and they're holding their own bottle. They're holding their own bottle now, and every time it falls, they get back and they start crying, right? The bottle will fall and they cannot pick it back up, and they start crying, and I would go and pick it up and give it back to them. And that's teaching me how to not give up. And sometimes you have to cry out for help. You know, sometimes you have to cry out to God. Sometimes you have to cry out to your mentors and say, hey, I am sinking, help. You know, sometimes you have to cry out to somebody that you can depend on and you can trust. And you know, the cool thing about our kids, we don't judge them. I don't judge them as parents and say, hey, you fell and you need to pick up your bottle. But I say, hey, you know what? You know, here's your bottle again, keep it, hold it. You know, and the cool thing, I think as kids, we have people cheering us through the way to success, you know, and it's the same thing in life. And sometimes what happens in life, we don't have the same type of coaching, or we don't have the same type of, for some reason, support, right? For some reason, as we was kids, people was used to cheer for us, you know, for our goals, for our dreams, the stuff that we going after, you know, pushing us to get to the next level, to get to the best level of ourselves. But as we become adults, totally the same people that used to push you could even be your mother and your father, and now you're going after your dreams and goals, you're pursuing after some future, and they're not giving you the same push, or they don't believe in your dreams as much as it used to be when you was a child. When you was pushing that bottle in your mouth and you was falling, they would get it and put it right back in your mouth to help you push. But now you're not finding that push, and you feel discouraged, and you feel that you have someone to blame for that. But I want to tell you, you know, what you need to do is to surround yourself with people that's going after the same dream, after the same goal, and those people can push you to get yourself to the next level. Those people, they will have the understanding that your parents don't have at that moment in that specific field to help you get yourself to the next level. And that's why you need mentors and coaches and people that's going to help you see things in the way that's going to cheer you. And when you fail, it's not going to be a failure, but it's going to be a lesson in your failure. You're going to learn from that failure, and you're going to keep moving, because you're not failing, but all you're doing is having experiences, right? You're experiencing new things, new strategy, new stuff, right? You try it once, it didn't work, you try it again, just like a baby, just like my baby twins, right? They tried the bottle fall, and I keep getting it back up to their hands, and they keep pushing to the next level. Anyway, guys, I didn't mean for this video to be that long. I just wanted to share that with you. But you know what I wanted to say, take responsibility for your life. Wherever that you are right now, you are fully responsible, and take that responsibility, take power in your hands and change it if you need to. That was Keder. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Check out my website, click the link below. See you guys later. Bye.